Hello, my name is Judith Barrera López and my partner's name is Juliet Bonilla Cárdenas. Through this video, we present our research project entitled Advanced Foreign Language Student Reflection towards their teaching skills through the Political Project at the University of Pamplona, presented to Mr. Daniel Ricardo Pedra. We're going to present you everything concerning our investigation, which includes the first, second, third, and fourth chapters. First of all, regarding the justification, as stated by TED 2010, the purchasing period is a useful and favorable tool for students of the English French foreign languages degree program of a public university in Colombia, which provides academic support so as to achieve the optimal performance of undergraduate students, both its semester students and novice students.
Well, now talking about the statement of the problem, the main issue of this case study was the absence of teaching experience that six foreign languages students who have already played the role of tutors in the sixth semester had to face while doing their tutorial sessions, considering they did not have the necessary knowledge in relation to the required methodology to teach the different academic subjects concerning the English language study. Well, this study was conducted research ones. The general question, how did the peer tutor project influence masters and language students' teaching skills? And the specific ones, in which way the cooperative learning benefited teaching techniques, and which were the advantages that the peer tutoring project brought the tutors for next semesters.
In the same way, this study was conducted by the following research objectives: general, to discover how the peer-tutoring project influenced the advanced semester for languages institutional skills, and the specific ones were to identify in which way cooperative learning benefited the peer-tutor teaching techniques, and to reward the advantages that the peer-tutoring project brought the tutor for next semester. The limitations of this inquiry were divided into four categories: sampling, because the only participants who can work with this study are the approximate students of the foreign languages program; time, because researchers had to collect the information in a short period of time; and setting, due to not having adequate spaces to develop realizations; and finally, pandemic, regarding the circumstance of emergency, COVID-19, students must avoid physical or near contact with others.
Well, talking about the ethical considerations. On this side, researchers kept certain ethical codes for the data collection process, such as absolute anonymity, voluntarily sampling, and without any type of manipulation. Well, the use of pseudonyms and the announcement of the rights of each participant. About the theoretical framework, for this section, it is important to highlight the different theories, concepts, and models that compose this project. In this way, peer tutoring influences tutors by helping them to improve their academic skills and to realize their strengths and weaknesses in the subject matter, thanks to the development of their values and principles to have a better performance in the tutoring sessions, as stated by the Alcaraz's 2016 theory. On the other hand, Jacobs 2004 agreed that cooperative learning has benefits for both parties in peer tutoring, such as heterogeneous grouping, collaborative skills, group autonomy, maximum peer interactions, equal opportunities to participate, individual responsibility, positive interdependence, and the last one, cooperation as a value.
In addition, Holt worked in 2012 stated five models of peer tutoring, which are class-wide peer tutoring, cross-age peer tutoring, peer-assisted learning strategies, recycle peer tutoring, and same-age peer tutoring. Consequently, some concepts are quite important to better contextualize what peer tutoring is. Tutor can be divided into four terms such as attributes, purposes, functions, and activities, according to the Lacroix, Schreiber, and Elliott 2011. TUTI, the Universidad Autónoma de Chiapas 2011, refers that the role of the tutor focuses on personalized education with experienced tutors outside of class hours. And tutoring in 2013 explained that the definition of the concept of tutoring is simultaneous relative between tutor and tutor, used in an egalitarian and inclusive manner. Okay, regarding the literature review section, it was established to make categories in order to define the different studies that supported that this inquiry. The first was peer tutoring as a useful instrument for the teaching learning process, in which Carson and Lucas 2011 and Vygotsky 1978 studies conducted in two contexts focused on the development of optimal learning by the tutor through the construction of knowledge generated and based on social interaction.
Furthermore, Cardoso 2011, Beasley's 1997, and Merwish and Alaya 2015 studies argued that the peer tutoring is a feasible teaching tool for academic support, since it is a way to help increase the foreign language students' academic performance. Even peer tutoring for those students, it increases the understanding and development of the four basic skills for acquiring a language, such as speaking, listening, reading, and writing. And the second one was how to develop teaching skills as peer tutors. Well, according to Comer and Carr 2012 and Topping 1996, teaching is a commitment activity which is based on imparting knowledge, creating planning, and organizing clear themes for effective learning. Well, it is a delivery for the student, but also for the teacher, since this process focuses on facilitating the student with greater ease and hitting the topics, motivating the participants to learn more and more, and thus develop their different skills. Well, now talking about the methodology, the research approach. This research was developed through the qualitative approach, which allows to explore and understand the meaning that individuals or groups attribute to a social or human problem, as stated by Creswell 2014. Now the research design. This project adopted a case study research design, since it allows the researcher to collect and explore in depth for a defined period of time the extensive data on which the investigation is focused in order to understand the phenomenon. That was stated by Liddy and Armroth 2015.
Talking about the setting, this research was developed at the University of Pamplona, located in the Department of Norte de Santander, Colombia, and was focused on the Faculty of Education. And concerning the population, this research was only focused on advanced semester student groups. And for the sampling, it was required the participation of 6 advanced semester foreign language students who were voluntarily chosen through the Cárdenas provided sample. Okay, now talking about the instruments we applied to. 3 structured interviews and a reflective journal. Each one was applied a week in between, that is, we varied its application. Moreover, regarding the schedule for the collecting data process that took place throughout the semester, the first period of the year 2020, it started in February, 1 just week, March 4 weeks, April 4 weeks, May 4 weeks, and June just 3 weeks. Before applying each instrument, researchers created a layer of consent in order for them to commit to active participation and also to make aware the participants about the parameters and rights they had during the data collection process.
Well, about the data gathering process, the systematic program MaxQDA was used to more quickly analyze the information collected from the reflections of the participants. And in this way, the triangulation technique could also be used to interpret the data more precisely. Now, about the results of this project, we found 3 main codes named before peer tutoring, which was based on the responses obtained by the advanced semester's participants during peer tutoring, where participants took into consideration that it is required to have vocation on the part of the tutor to actively and dedicatedly develop the project. Finally, after peer tutoring, where the participants stated that the entire tutoring process as their first teaching and pedagogical scenario was useful for them, as reflected about their performance. Afterward, three main findings were discovered. The first one, the importance of teaching skills from tutors' reflection, which demonstrates that the peer tutoring project influenced the participants to significantly improve their ability to create, invent, and investigate more in-depth about academic subjects.
The next finding, we found response to cooperation as a significant mutual learning where participants expressed their affinity and agreement with the project teams. It made them aware of the need to have interpersonal relationships that will benefit them academically to achieve results success. And finally, peer-tutor as a tool to reinforce knowledge that was reflected in an agreement by parts of participants who stated that the search for materials, the development of new skills, and having to review topics already seen was a great opportunity to put into practice their knowledge. Okay, for the discussion section to accomplish the objectives of this research, it was discovered three important factors that were also linked to the research questions that conform this project, which are the following: teaching skills and mutual learning and knowledge reinforcement.
Well, and the recommendations that participants declared correspond to the implementation of the peer tutoring project from lower semesters, and in this way to have a more practical experience and not only the theory. Well, finally, these are the references that supported our research project. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.